In the world of martial arts, there are few figures as universally recognized and revered as Miyamoto Musashi, a name that echoes through the annals of history as both a fierce warrior and a profound philosopher. Musashi's life and works offer timeless insights not just into the art of combat, but into the very nature of human conflict. His famous work, The Book of Five Rings, remains a cornerstone text not only for martial artists but for anyone seeking to understand strategy, discipline, and mastery of the self. However, while the Book of Five Rings encapsulates his principles, it is the narrative of his life, as told in the novel Musashi by Eiji Yoshikawa, that vividly brings to life the complex and multifaceted nature of combat. In this essay, we'll explore the nature of combat in Musashi, how it is not simply a physical struggle but a spiritual, psychological, and intellectual battle that encompasses much more than mere victory over an opponent. Before we dive into the depths of Musashi's philosophy and the nature of combat in his life, let me take a moment to welcome you to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel. Here, we explore profound stories, deep philosophies, and timeless lessons from literature, history, and beyond. Our goal is to inspire and provoke thought, guiding you through journeys that span the realms of wisdom, art, and the human experience. Whether you're a martial artist looking for insight into combat strategy or simply someone who enjoys reflective storytelling, this channel offers something for you. So, if you enjoy our content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. To understand the nature of combat in Musashi, we first need to acknowledge the importance of the physical element in warfare. Musashi himself was a renowned swordsman, having fought in over 60 duels and emerged victorious in nearly all of them. His combat prowess was not simply a result of superior skill, but also of an acute understanding of the human body, its movements, and its limitations. To Musashi, combat was an art, and like any art, it was an expression of the self. In Yoshikawa's Musashi, we witness several duels that test not only the physical endurance of the protagonist, but also his mastery of technique. Each opponent Musashi faces represents a different aspect of combat: strength, speed, finesse, and intelligence. However, what makes Musashi such a formidable fighter is his ability to adapt and transcend these physical attributes. Unlike many of his contemporaries who relied solely on their physical prowess, Musashi understood that a true warrior's strength lay in his ability to transcend the material and tap into a higher sense of awareness. In one of the novel's most famous duels, Musashi faces Sasaki Kojiro, a skilled swordsman known for his own unique technique, the swallow cut. On the surface, the duel is a clash between two masterful swordsmen, each with their own distinct style. However, as the duel unfolds, it becomes clear that Musashi is not merely fighting with his sword. He is engaging in a battle of minds, emotions, and wills. His ultimate victory does not come from a superior stroke of the blade, but from his ability to anticipate his opponent's moves and outthink him at every turn. This scene encapsulates one of Musashi's central philosophies. Combat is not just a physical exchange, but a meeting of two minds, two wills, and two spirits. The physical body, while crucial, is merely the vehicle through which this deeper conflict is expressed. As much as Musashi's battles were physical, they were just as psychological. Throughout the novel, Musashi is depicted as a man of great inner turmoil. His early life, filled with loss and hardship, shapes his approach to combat and life in general. Musashi does not engage in combat for personal glory or fame. His battles are expressions of his inner struggles, his quest for understanding, and his desire for spiritual enlightenment. Musashi's psychological approach to combat is profoundly influenced by the Zen philosophy that permeates his life. Zen teaches that true mastery of the self comes not from attachment to worldly desires or fear of death, but from complete detachment and awareness of the present moment. This mindset allows Musashi to remain calm and centered, no matter how fierce or dangerous the battle becomes. In several instances in the novel, we see Musashi's ability to maintain an almost meditative state during duels. He doesn't just observe his opponent's movements, he becomes attuned to their very essence. This heightened awareness allows him to perceive weaknesses and vulnerabilities that others might miss. In essence, Musashi's combat is a reflection of his mental and emotional state. His ability to transcend fear, doubt, and attachment is what gives him an edge over his opponents. Musashi's journey is not simply one of physical combat, but one of spiritual transformation. From a young age, he was drawn to the idea of becoming the ultimate warrior, not just in skill, but in wisdom. His duels and battles become stepping stones on a larger spiritual journey that takes him beyond the mere pursuit of victory. This journey is deeply intertwined with the philosophies of Zen Buddhism, which emphasizes detachment, impermanence, and self-realization. As Musashi grows, he comes to understand that true mastery of combat is not about defeating others. It's about conquering oneself. His practice of the way of the sword evolves from a mere physical discipline into a deeply spiritual path. Through his duels, Musashi seeks to understand the nature of life, death, and existence itself. Every fight, every encounter, serves as a reflection of his own internal battles, his own journey toward enlightenment. One of the most powerful aspects of Musashi's philosophy is his belief in the idea of no mind, or Mushin. This concept, deeply rooted in Zen, refers to the state of mind where one acts without deliberate thought or ego. In combat, this means moving beyond fear, hesitation, or preconceived notions. It is an instinctive, fluid state where the mind and body work in perfect harmony. Musashi's ability to achieve Mushin in his fights allows him to act with unparalleled clarity, making him an almost unbeatable opponent. This spiritual dimension of combat is crucial to understanding Musashi's overall approach to life. For him, combat was not just about winning, it was about self-transcendence. It was through the sword that Musashi sought to unravel the mysteries of existence and uncover the deeper truths of the world. His ultimate victory was not measured by the number of duels won, but by his ability to understand the deeper meaning behind each battle. Musashi's life is a testament to the idea that mastery is not a destination, but a journey. The nature of combat in Musashi reflects this ongoing process of learning and self-improvement. Early in the novel, Musashi is depicted as a brash and reckless youth, eager to prove his strength. However, as he matures, he begins to understand that true mastery requires not only physical strength, but also humility, patience, and continuous self-reflection. Throughout the novel, Musashi's encounters with various masters, each of whom represents a different school of swordsmanship, serve as important lessons in his own growth. He learns that no one school or technique holds all the answers. Rather, true mastery comes from synthesizing different approaches, understanding their strengths and limitations, and adapting them to one's own unique style. This realization leads Musashi to develop his own distinctive style of swordsmanship, which he calls the two swords technique. By wielding both a katana and a wakizashi, Musashi creates a fluid and versatile style that allows him to adapt to any situation. This innovation is not just a technical advancement, it is a reflection of Musashi's own evolving philosophy of combat. His mastery lies not in rigid adherence to a single system, but in his ability to adapt, learn, and evolve as a fighter. While Musashi's combat is deeply personal, it is also reflective of larger societal and cultural forces. The novel takes place during the tumultuous period of feudal Japan, a time of constant warfare and political instability. The warriors of this era were not just fighting for personal glory. They were also part of a larger social system that valued honor, loyalty, and duty. However, Musashi's journey also reflects a growing sense of individualism and personal freedom. As the novel progresses, we see Musashi's increasing detachment from the traditional values of feudal Japan. He rejects the constraints of clan loyalty and societal expectations, choosing instead to follow his own path. This rebellion against the established order is both a critique of the feudal system and a reflection of Musashi's internal transformation. In this sense, Musashi's combat becomes symbolic of the larger struggle between the individual and society. His battles are not just physical confrontations. They are symbolic of the inner conflict between personal desires and societal obligations. Musashi's ultimate realization is that true freedom comes not from adhering to external rules, but from understanding and mastering one's own nature. The nature of combat in Musashi is complex and multifaceted. It is not simply about defeating an opponent, but about engaging in a deeper, more profound struggle, one that involves the body, mind, and spirit. Musashi's journey reflects the idea that true mastery in combat requires not just physical skill, but mental clarity, emotional resilience, and spiritual understanding. His life and philosophy offer timeless lessons on the nature of conflict, not only in battle but in every aspect of human life. As we explore his story, we are reminded that the greatest battles we face are often the ones within ourselves. If you found this exploration of Musashi's combat philosophy insightful, Don't forget to subscribe to Unfolding Journey for more deep dives into timeless lessons, profound stories, and philosophical wisdom. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for joining us on this unfolding journey.